Jack Miller has never been a rider to offer empty praise, which is precisely why his recent assessment of the Yamaha M1 has sent ripples through the MotoGP paddock. Speaking from his first season with Pramac Racing aboard Yamaha machinery, the Australian described the M1 as one of the best bikes he has ever ridden in his MotoGP career, a statement that carries significant weight given his vast experience across multiple manufacturers. For Ducati, who dominated much of the previous season, Miller's comments represent more than casual admiration. They are a clear warning signal. When a rider who has won races on both Honda and Ducati publicly labels a rival machine as special, it inevitably raises eyebrows among the sport's powerhouses. Miller's credibility stems from his unique career path. Since making his MotoGP debut in 2015, he has raced for Honda, Ducati, KTM and now Yamaha, experiencing both V4 and inline-4 configurations at the highest level. Few riders on the current grid possess such a broad technical reference point, making his evaluation of the M1 particularly telling. His move to Yamaha in 2025 marked his first full-time season on an inline-4 MotoGP bike. The campaign itself was far from straightforward. Competing with Pramac, Miller endured a season of fluctuating results, highlighted by a strong fifth-place finish at the Grand Prix of the Americas. Ultimately, however, he ended the year 17th in the championship standings, a position that, on paper, hardly reflects the praise he continues to heap on the bike. Yet results alone do not tell the full story. Throughout the season, Miller repeatedly highlighted the M1's front-end performance as its standout strength. In modern MotoGP, where riders push the limits of braking and corner entry, confidence in the front tyre is invaluable. Miller went as far as to describe the Yamaha as exceptional in this area, even when measured against machines he previously raced during his time at Ducati and Honda. Importantly, Miller was careful not to oversimplify comparisons across different eras. He acknowledged that MotoGP machinery evolves at a relentless pace, with performance benchmarks rising year on year. Direct comparisons between bikes from different seasons can therefore be misleading. Even so, he remains convinced that the M1 belongs firmly among the elite motorcycles on the grid. Having now completed a full season, Miller believes he has a clear understanding of the Yamaha's strengths and weaknesses. While he admitted there are still areas that require improvement, particularly to unlock consistent race-winning potential, he remains confident that the M1 is fundamentally a top-tier MotoGP bike. Interestingly, Miller also revealed that the Yamaha does not naturally align with his aggressive riding style. Rather than viewing this as a limitation, he framed it as part of the adaptation process. Through steady adjustment and compromise, he has managed to extract performance, even if the results were not always reflected on Sundays. That adaptability may prove crucial for Yamaha's future direction. Looking ahead, Miller's importance to Yamaha is set to grow. He has been confirmed to remain with Pramac for the 2026 MotoGP season, where he will play a key role in the development of Yamaha's highly anticipated V4 project. His prior experience with V4 machinery was a decisive factor in securing his contract extension, particularly at a time when his future earlier in 2025 appeared uncertain. From a broader perspective, Miller's comments hint at a shifting balance within MotoGP. Ducati's recent dominance is undeniable, but Yamaha's quiet progress, especially when endorsed by a rider of Miller's caliber, suggests that the competitive order may not remain static for long. If Yamaha can successfully translate the M1's underlying strengths into consistent results, Ducati's grip on the championship could soon face its most serious challenge yet. For now, tension in the paddock is unmistakable. And thanks to Jack Miller's candid insights, the rest of the MotoGP world is paying very close attention. Beyond the immediate headlines, Miller's remarks also underline a deeper technical confidence within Yamaha's camp. For years, the manufacturer has been criticized for lagging behind in straight-line speed, yet Miller's feedback suggests that the foundation of the bike remains extremely strong. In modern MotoGP, a solid base is often more valuable than short-term horsepower gains, especially with ongoing regulation stability. What stands out is how Miller frames Yamaha's potential not as a promise, but as an opportunity waiting to be unlocked. His language is measured rather than exaggerated, implying that the M1 does not need a radical overhaul but rather targeted refinement. This contrasts sharply with rivals who have relied on aggressive development paths, sometimes at the cost of rider confidence. Within the paddock, such comments rarely go unnoticed. Ducati engineers and team managers are acutely aware that Yamaha's traditional strengths, corner speed, balance and tyre preservation, could become decisive factors if combined with improved acceleration. Miller's endorsement may therefore intensify internal pressure across rival garages as winter testing approaches. From a rider's perspective, Miller's experience also highlights the evolving demands placed on modern MotoGP athletes. Adaptability has become just as critical as outright speed. His ability to adjust to a machine that does not naturally suit his style reinforces why manufacturers value riders with technical sensitivity, not just raw aggression. Yamaha, meanwhile, appear to be positioning Miller as more than just a race day asset. His involvement in the upcoming V4 project places him at the center of a strategic shift that could redefine the brand's future in MotoGP. Such trust is rarely granted lightly, particularly in an era where development timelines are unforgiving. There is also a psychological dimension to Miller's assessment. Public confidence from a rider can energize an entire project, influencing not only engineers, but also sponsors and management. In a championship driven by momentum as much as lap times, belief can be a powerful currency. As MotoGP edges closer to its next technical chapter, Miller's insights may prove to be an early indicator of change. Yamaha's resurgence, if realized, would reshape the competitive narrative that Ducati has controlled in recent seasons. The margins at the top remain razor thin, and even small gains could have dramatic consequences. Ultimately, Jack Miller's words serve as a reminder that performance in MotoGP is rarely linear. Beneath inconsistent results can lie genuine potential, and within a seemingly quiet season can emerge the foundations of a future challenge. For Ducati and the rest of the grid, ignoring Yamaha's growing confidence may no longer be an option.